I am great. I just got home from my New York City trip visiting with my sister, my mom, aunts, uncles, and cousins, and I got to see my daughter up there as well. I had a great time, and I know why I did. I set my intentions without expectations. I let go of the outcome, and I just told myself, whatever happens during my 4-day trip visiting family, I'm going to see the good in everything. I'm going to turn things around to the positive if I need to. And I'm going to have fun no matter what. Sometimes we need to tell ourselves that we are going to have a great time when in the past we were shown a different outcome. We tend to focus on our past experiences a lot. And then that is what winds up being shown to us. But if we learn to come from a different space, from a different way of thinking, we won't keep repeating what has been our truth in the past, which is exactly what I did. And guess what? It worked. I had so much fun. And guess who was with me? Someone from a past episode that I had a difficult time being away with. That's right, Charlotte. And I was able to control my thoughts. Who knew? Get those journals out so we can add a few new affirmations to your list. Are you ready? Here we go. Number 1, I have everything I need to face any obstacles that come my way. Number 2, I accomplish everything that needs to get done. Number 3, I send out vibrations that speak the same language as what I desire, and it easily comes to me. Number 4, I am changing the way I think. Okay, my friends, it's time to come from a place of gratitude so we can then get into today's episode. So tell me, what are you thankful for today? Say it out loud and speak it into existence. Let our Creator know what you are grateful for so you can be showered with many more things that you love. Today, I'm thankful for my sweet baby girl, Sage. She is our cat that we rescued from under our deck a year ago this month. How I love her so much. She makes me laugh. Her personality is perfect in every way. She loves pouncing on the dogs. It's so funny because she tries to scare them, and the dogs have like absolutely no idea what is going on. She can be very affectionate when she wants to be, and most of the time she's to herself, wanting to be left alone and do her own thing. I feel like she's me in a cat form. Thank you, Daniel, for bringing Sage to our home a year ago as a homeless kitten that was seeking shelter under our deck. I'm truly grateful for this gift of mine. So let's get into today's episode, which is on cultivating your power. We are all powerful humans. And I talk about this all the time. Last week, I talked to you about having to believe hard and how we need to live in our future to create what we want in our lives. But in order to live from the future and create power from the future, we have to stop relying on the foundation of our past, which limits us and keeps us repeating our past. We want to learn to create a future that is beyond what we're actually capable of doing right now. That will require us to become the next version of ourselves so we can constantly grow and evolve by achieving new levels that we thought were impossible. And at the same time, maintain a balance of peace and comfort in our lives. So, how do we create power in our lives? The power that I'm talking about is the power that comes from within. And the most powerful internal work that we can do creates that power. When we try and create power externally, we wind up trying to control by forcing things that aren't ready. And we come from a needy energy that drags us down and wears us out. The more power that you can create from within, the more powerful we will be in our lives and the more of an effect we will have in the world. But what we do is we try to have an effect on the world in order to create power, which doesn't work. We have to create our power from within by doing the work from within. Then and only then is when we can and will have a much more powerful effect on the world. Most people are extremely exhausted and frustrated because they feel like they are always chasing something, because they are trying to create outside of themselves, not realizing where their power ultimately comes from. But when you create from within, you are able to create more peace and become more powerful, and you will have more of an impact on what you are wanting to create. I truly believe that when you believe there is a place out there in your future that will be better than this moment right now, that is when you get desperate and needy. You are in the scarcity mindset, which is when you become power hungry and you get controlling. That is when your energy is in a very negative space. You move through the world in a way that literally exhausts your mind and your body, trying to control so many things, thinking that in the end you will feel peaceful. But it gives you the exact opposite, and it just doesn't work. So, the secret is to find that internal control within. The most power we can ever cultivate is by understanding what our power is, where it comes from, and that you, my friends, are the source of your own power. Your power doesn't come from something outside of you, it's already there. It comes from inside of you. And the power that I'm referring to is the power that helps you impact and change the world. What I see on social media and what's happening around the world is that so many people with really good intentions want to destroy bad things. They want to destroy the destroyers. And what's happening here is that these people don't even realize that in their attempt to try and destroy the negative thing that is happening in the world, that they have become negative and destructive themselves. And when you are destructive, you are channeling the power that you do have to destroy. And when you come from that kind of energy, you are diffusing the purpose of why you are wanting to do good. When you use the power within you, when you use the power of love that you can generate to create, to help, and to heal, that power is then multiplied. Power doesn't come from the hating and the violence. Power comes from the love and the compassion. Our power comes from our thoughts, from deciding and choosing how we are going to show up in the world. And our power comes from love. We create our power from the decisions that we make. And when we have become aware and recognize what we are thinking and what we are deciding to think by choosing to think those thoughts, that is where a lot of our internal power comes from. So, as you become more powerful in your life, as you become more aware of what you're thinking and what you decide to think, you will want to start consciously choosing thoughts that aren't hateful, that aren't judgmental, that aren't feeling sorry for yourself, or those thoughts that help you to be the victim. All of those thoughts that don't serve you and drain your energy. When we work on ourselves and really become aware of what we're choosing to think, that is when we are put in a position of power. So let me give you an example. Let's say someone came up to me and started yelling and screaming at me by putting me down and saying all these horrible things to me. Right at that moment, I am in a powerful position because of my awareness. The person coming from the place of negative energy, of anger, putting me down and yelling and screaming at me, their mind is completely unfocused. Their mind is giving them a negative action because of the negative emotion they are having, which we all know is coming from their negative thought. And when I'm aware of this, I can then recognize what's going on in my own mind. I can then make a decision of how I want to show up. And the most powerful moment we have is in that moment when we get to decide how we will respond to the things that happen to us. That's where all of our power is, in our thoughts. How do I want to react? Do I want to show up like the person that is completely unfocused and out of control, not thinking clearly? Or do I want to show up coming from a place of love and compassion, knowing clearly that the other person is not in the right mind frame of love? When we give into the negative and engage in the destruction of the fight or the argument, we then drain ourselves and our energy. Or we can decide to channel our power with positive energy by choosing to answer with love, compassion, and understanding. When we allow other people to be upset and we don't take it personally, we create all the strength from that very moment. We are the ones who are powerful in that moment because when we choose to show love against hate or anger, love always wins. When negativity is responded to with compassion, that is when we are our strongest. That is the strongest place that we can come from because that is what generates power and overcomes any destructive energy. You will know when you're utilizing your power within because you won't be attached, worried, or stressed over the outcome. We all know the things that happen around us, that happen in the world, and that happen to other people we can't ever control. We have absolutely no control over. But because we have no control over any of those things doesn't make us powerless in any way. Because what we can control is our thinking. We can control our feelings. We can control our actions. Remember, my friends, that is where all of our power resides. We get very confused when we think our power is in our ability to control things. Our power is in our ability to think things. So I want to ask you, I want you to write this question down and answer it later. What are some of the thoughts that you can believe that will help to cultivate the feeling of power for you? I want you to practice thinking them and feeling them, okay? Here are a few powerful thoughts that I love to think and now believe. Loving myself creates power. Love is powerful, and loving is for me. Loving others unconditionally creates so much power for me because if I look at someone and no matter what they say or do, I will love them, which gives me so much power. They can't make me feel hate for them. They can't make me drop down to the level of their negative energy. They are not that powerful. I get to decide what I think and feel, period. No matter what they do, the power is all mine. My purpose is to evolve, which comes from taking action. Regardless of success or failure, moving forward creates results, and results are what ultimately produce success. When I'm willing to fail, I feel powerful. I'm not afraid. I'm not scared. I'm out there knowing that everything I do, every failure I make will help me to move forward. Another one is I create my life from my future, not from my past. This makes me feel incredibly powerful because I'm not limited by the decisions of my past. I get to decide what is possible for me. I make that decision, which makes me feel incredibly powerful. Another one, it's okay to change my mind in my past. I am never limited by my past mistakes. There are no wrong decisions. I am already 100% worthy, and I always will be no matter what. No matter what I've done, no matter what I'm doing, no matter what I do in the future. I'm already 100% worthy, always have been, and always will be. And when I believe that, I can release all the stress and all the pain. I can open myself up to the world and know that I don't need to control the world. When I need to control the world, I feel very weak. I feel powerless. When all I need to control is how I respond to the world and what I put into the world and what I create internally, that is when I know I am at my most powerful. So, this, my friends, is the work that I want to challenge you to do for yourselves. I want you to decide for yourself what it means to be powerful. What are the thoughts that you have that cultivate your power? Keep doing the work, and I promise you're going to see results because the more you love yourself, the more love that will be shown back to you. Thank you for listening to the Manifesting Formula, and thank you for spreading the word. I hope you'll join me in our online classes if you haven't already. I would love to see you there. I know you're going to love it. Just go to www.thelifecoach.academy. Have a beautiful day wherever you are in the world, sending you all so much love, peace, and abundance. And if no one has told you today, I love you. See you next week. Bye. My friends, if anyone is interested in becoming a certified life coach, I would love for you to contact me and sign up for a 30-minute consult. In our session, I will go through with you everything that you will learn at the Life Coach Academy. This certification program is not like others out there. Not only is it very personal, since we decided to keep our class sizes small on purpose, We wanted a more one-on-one experience with only 8 students per class. The value and the quality of our training are incomparable. So what sets the Life Coach Academy apart from other coaching schools? At the Life Coach Academy, you're taught and coached live in class, online, by me and Caro, who are the founders of the school. At most other schools, you watch many boring videos, work with modules, and you never get coached by your instructors, let alone the founders. Our Life Coach course will teach you everything you need to know to become an extraordinary life coach. But the best part about this program is that not only will you learn to be one of the best life coaches out there, you're going to create so much confidence within yourself by evolving into a person you didn't even think was possible. Your personal transformation will become your professional resume, which is what the Life Coach Academy does best: create incredible, life-changing results in our students' lives. So, if being a life coach has been on your mind, something that you may want to explore, or if you crave this kind of freedom and purpose in your life, then we would love for you to join our incredible group of students that are helping to change the world for the good of mankind. I would love to talk with you. Whether you dream to have your own coaching practice, working from home, or from anywhere in the world, we believe becoming a life coach is the perfect career because you have the freedom and flexibility to set your own schedule. Becoming a certified life coach will add an enormous amount of value to any career that you already have. And by learning the tools that we teach here at the Life Coach Academy, they will help transform every relationship in your life. You are one step away from this life-changing experience, from this ultimate power to creating the beautiful life you have always dreamed and desired to have. So, if you like what you're learning from this podcast, and if you have an interest in becoming a certified life coach, you're going to love the Life Coach Academy. You can head over to our website at www.thelifecoach.academy to read all about our certification course. What you're going to learn in this training is going to blow your mind.